Hello. How's it going? All right, we'll be getting into everything right away, or eventually in a moment. Yo, what's up, Ark? How's it going? Oh, really? Why? Wait, why? Oh, I should really work on my pulcro. But that's after I All right, so we're doing the new apocalyptic shadow on both accounts, and then we're gonna do we're just gonna grind content that I've been slacking on in Zenless because I've gotten very lazy. Yo, give me my 3 polls, bro. How many am I at? 456. Those are annoying, yeah. I'll have to do this next week, Monday. It'll give me something to do when I'm not, so that I'm not doing weekly stuff in Zenless.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose. The form of the unknown causes
All right, let's get right into it. Okay. Yo, a dot buff? Let's fucking go. Dot buff, you know what it is. You know it, you love it. Dot buff. And then, do we use Acheron or do we use a different? I think we use Acheron. You know what? We'll actually use a different team for this one, and then after that, we'll do a more serious team. What's a funny team I could do on this side? What are the buffs first? Physical damage. Do I have any physical DPSs? That isn't. Yep, okay, I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. Use my Clara. I should have probably made sure she's equipped first. Like she has gear. Dude, I think did I show you my updated build for Kafka? I'm very sad about it, by the way. But I think it's a worthwhile bit. A worthwhile sacrifice.
Every petal all will be swept away.
Is it? Did it have 4100 attack or less?
Just in time.
Let's deal with you first. This.
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Yeah, I'll just see if I put it into Discord. I have not.
Waiting means change.
I think we deal with you first.
Relax. Didn't hurt.
Yeah, that's right. Effect res, bitch.
Hedge your bets.
May as well kill them
Dice have
all.
been bust. Or
Unit
maybe
controller looks
take
neat.
it all.
Yeah, pretty much. That's. Yo, we dealt with his bitch ass.
Stand still.
I'll have to look at the trailer after I do apocalyptic. After I do this apocalyptic shadow on my main account, I'll
Sure, I'll play
look at
along.
the trailer for Unica.
Say bye.
What do you think? Are you gonna like her, or do you think you're not gonna like her?
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Not fully sure.
Memories
That's
are
fair.
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
The dice have been bust.
I feel like you're not gonna like her as much as you do Sin. Yo, what's up, Tree?
Behold, the power granted by them!
Right? We'll find out tomorrow. Because she drops tomorrow, right? Like, that, I'm remembering that correctly. Because I might try and stream during the day if that's the case.
Your fate is sealed.
Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
Watch your head.
Existence is meaningless. May as well kill them all. Relax.
Strength matters. Ill tidings manifest.
Didn't hurt.
Watch your head.
Because she comes out a day before Galleon. So. Yeah, Galleon comes out on the 28th.
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Hedge your bets.
Stand still.
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Yo, that is cringe.
Into hope.
May as well kill them all. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
There's more.
Relax.
Yo, let's fucking go.
Memories are ever beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
The dice have bust.
Oh, that's so good with the buff.
Watch your head.
Damn, Kafka couldn't even pop off. Couldn't even deal with it. Or couldn't even deal with the finishing blow.
Trouble ahead. Proceed.
Watch this. There's a good shot.
All right, we got this.
VIP.
See, I'm both. I'm equal for both. I'm more excited for Zenless update, but I'm actually excited for a Grand Blue update.
Can you find the answer? I need to be
Hide. I'll see you off.
ready. I'm okay. Time for a lesson.
There's no backing up now.
This will probably, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't clear, because my Clara is not very good, or she's not as good as she used to because, you know, power creep.
See you later.
Zoning out. I can help. I want to protect everyone. Holiness, your Torah.
Give an inch and they'll... Who's the little backstabber?
Mission command. Mission command. Eternal step.
Yo, is my Clara actually cooking, bro? Like, granted, it's only, oh shit. Well, it's so Jover, guys.
I always deliver.
Can you find the answer? I need to.
Hide.
Bending the rules.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Watch your feet. There's no backing up now. For me or you.
I want to protect everyone. Holiness, your Torah.
You know, if I was smart, I probably wouldn't use Jade with Clara, but
I'm not afraid of you.
it's only the third one, so I honestly don't need to play that great.
Guess I owe you one.
Repay. Mission command.
I'll go feeling spiffy. I need to be brave.
Hide.
Can you find the answer?
Lose some, win some.
Not so fast.
Oh, they're back.
I want to protect everyone too. Holiness, your Torah.
There's no backing up now. For me or you.
Did that.
Annihilate. I'll see you off. The dead return.
Don't let me down.
Are you all right?
Who's the little backstabber?
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Can you find the answer?
It sucks that that was overcapped, but it is what it is.
Never forget you.
Give an inch and they'll.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
I'll go lead.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna clear it. Oh no.
Zoning out. I can help. Bending the rules. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
I'll just auto battle, and I'll find the video quick.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Watch your feet.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
How do you like that? Lose some, win some. I always deliver. Something for everybody. Who's the little backstabber? Just a graze. See you later.
Feeling spiffy?
This was in fact a cope team. It was kind of a situation where I either clear it or I don't.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
It just sucks that I'm gonna have to redo the first half again.
Repay.
There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little backstabber?
Help me, Mr. Sora.
Zoning out. I can help that.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Don't let me down. Does that sting?
Major. Eternals. The dead return.
Maybe, because I got a really good score on my first half, and it's only the third one, so I might just be able to get away with it.
I need to be brave.
Don't be scared.
Receive divinity. Repay.
See you later.
I'll see you off.
Feeling spiffy?
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Bending the rules. Given there's no backing out now. For me or
I wish you would just attack my Clara 2 times.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Let's play for a while. Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Oh sweet, we broke him.
Target annihilated.
lose some, win some. I always deliver. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
I'll go easy. Feeling spiffy?
Give an inch and they'll
I'll see you off.
Let's play.
lose some, win some.
the answer.
That's fair.
The dead return!
Yeah, I don't think I passed it, guys.
Feeling spiffy?
This is a cope. We'll see. We'll see.
Don't let me down. Zone me out. I can help. Who's the little backstabber? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
You know, we are simply him. I did pass. 1 second, guys. All right, well, I guess we'll take a moment to watch this Unica trailer.
I will not be used again. I have to make things right. By everyone.
I wonder if they're going to give her the option to use the little glasses thing or not. I doubt it, but it'd be pretty cool.
I have so much to tell you. But before I do, I'm nowhere near perfect yet. But I want
Honestly, I don't think you'll like her only because she's slow. She's a slow
you to know me.
Shoto type character.
I will build a place where I belong. Thank you. I got your pendant too. It's wonderful. I know what I must do. Atone and work toward a brighter future. I'm not lonely. I have lots of encouragement behind me. Let's see. Dealing with obstructive behavior. That's Manual 11, page 46. Challenge accepted. I want to learn why you fight. Don't worry, Dad. I'm stronger than you think, you know. I'll accept any future I face. I know I can.
Yeah, she looks really cool. I'm excited to try her out. I'll stream during the day and try her out. She definitely looks cool. Like I said, I think Mage wouldn't like her only because it seems like she does what Sin does, but slower. But it's also like similar but different. That's just based on the little bit of a 2-minute trailer that it was like more so a minute of actual gameplay ish, a minute ish. So that's just my opinion, because that's like, but generally me personally, I'm able to kind of vibe out a character for Strive. Oh, I did 3-star it? Shit. Okay, we'll have to redo it then. We'll just do fart. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if Mage heard what I said, but
Spicy.
again, that's like really just a subjective like that's just my opinion based on the characters he enjoys playing.
You are doomed to fail.
Get it together.
Didn't hurt. All will be swept away by the wind.
Oh, I should be manually
Just
this
in time.
actually. Just
Ill fate is dead. Beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Relax.
Some value, I suppose.
ooh, you hate to see it.
Say bye to breathing.
Ill tidings manifest.
Time to cleanse the filth. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Grace and elegance.
Stand still.
Behold, the power granted by them!
I messed up that order.
Beneath the water
Lucky
lies an
dude.
endless
And I should have
abyss.
waited. Oh well, skill issue.
Petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
You will not take away our hope. The stellar line changes everything.
Ill fate is dead.
Beauty of your body and mind. There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Say bye to breathing.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
No, the frozen.
Lies an endless abyss.
Do you
Allow me to
if Mage is here, do you know if they added the starter guide yet?
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Memories are beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
the truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
166,000. Let's go.
Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
Let the show begin.
Let's see.
Dangerous
Okay,
thoughts.
so who has the mark? You have the mark.
Harmony and unity.
Never hesitate. Too slow. That won't do. I venture forth to hunt forever.
I should have waited.
Victory is inevitable.
The market is on. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Tonight, stars echo.
Sure, I'll play along.
That's crazy.
Watch your head.
Yo, maybe my follow-up attack, my fart team ain't so bad anymore. But that's also the buff is just absurd, like realistically.
Watch your feet. Never hesitate. I won't do. I venture forth forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Oh shit.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable. I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
We're gonna do this.
Victory is inevitable.
Watch your head.
Does that
No
sting?
dirty tricks, all right.
Ribbit trick!
Hedge your bets.
May song bring us victory. Tonight, stars echo.
Fear will not fear.
Easy, Numby. Liquidation!
Zoning out.
I can help.
Watch your head.
See, my shields are so much better now because of the 4-piece shield bonus or shield set bonus.
Never hesitate. I won't do.
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
There we go. Now, that's a clear. Well, we're gonna do this. This team needs a Venturine more than my Acheron team does, to be honest. TBH. None of the buffs work for Acheron, but E6 S1 Acheron. My Acheron is just so inherently busted, it doesn't matter.
Make a wish.
Does that hurt? Eternal.
I'm gonna lie, I kinda wish you went for my Kafka.
Watch your head.
Every petal, all will be swept away by
But
the
you know what,
wind.
it's fine.
Just in time.
No dirty tricks, all right.
What do you want to do? Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Boom. Look at that, 245,000 damage.
The world devoured by ice.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. Sure, I'll play along.
Destiny is apparent. Ill tidings manifest.
Enjoying yourself?
Yo, what's up, lad? How's it going?
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Destiny isn't ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Grace and elegance. Every petal in life's garden. All will be swept away by the wind.
The dice bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Eternal.
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Good times.
I really wish that could go up
Boom.
more than just one.
Hedge your bets.
Stand still.
What is ill tidings manifest?
There's more to life.
May as well kill him.
Behold, the power granted by them!
After I do this and before I switch over to my free-to-play account, I'll look to see if there's the starter guide available for Unico.
Ill fate descends.
Relax. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Watch your head.
Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Some value, I suppose.
Stand still.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Ill tidings manifest.
Ready to be crushed!
The dice have been bust. Or maybe
Yo,
I'll
let's
take
go.
it all. Watch your head.
Say bye to breathing. Relax.
Existence is unity.
So at least we're gonna get another follow-up attack to restock our shield. And then we get to dot or detonate.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Power translates into hope!
Oof, actually broke through.
The dice have
Unfortunate.
bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
The past!
There's more to life. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Stand still.
Destiny. Ill tidings manifest.
Every petal in life's garden. All will be swept away by the wind.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless
Let's see how many
abyss.
stacks we can get.
Good times. Time to say
Put
bye.
29. We'll probably be like 35. 32. Okay, that's
It's
fine.
on me.
41 stacks. I think that's the highest I've gotten. Just because I haven't been able to get my craft going. Black Swan to be fast enough.
Spicy, stimulating.
A day of peaceful,
Something ominous
slow
has
summer
arrived.
overlooked.
Stream forth. A gleam of old blade.
Infusing the toast.
They do not have a starter guide out for Unico yet. That's unfortunate.
More season. I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before?
Yeah.
Heard the call. This more. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. Doubt farewell.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. No waters of oblivion. Not so fast.
Counselors between us.
The truth. for
Ooh,
everything
that's
in this
so
world
close.
is bleeding.
It's fine.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oops. Little more sheet. Seek and you shall receive.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This more. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. I'm honored by since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
The truth. for everything in this world is bleeding.
Trinity is before me.
Free will or destined for oblivion.
How about more season?
Time to cleanse the filth.
Doubt farewell.
Another journey. Still waters of oblivion.
Oh, that was a waste of an ult, I think. No, because it clears
It
me.
too shall fall.
How do you like that? I'm honored since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave? Little more sheet.
May the foul stench dissipate. Yeah. Zoning out. I can help.
Trinity is before me. This watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh boy.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Take a guess.
My back.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Doubt farewell.
Free will or was it still waters of oblivion?
How about letting the enemy strike first? More season.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yo.
Something for everybody. Yeah.
Watch your feet.
I'll overcome the thorns. Trinity is before me. This more. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Destined for oblivion.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Everything
I would
in this
love
world
if I could just take her out right
is
here, but
bleeding.
this ultimate's
weep
not
for
going to
the
clear her
departed.
out, which is fine.
It too shall fall.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path. A little more sheet.
Be of your body and mind.
Doubt farewell.
Still waters of oblivion.
More season. Trinity is before me.
Destined for oblivion.
There we go. Beep. There we go. Okay, so to show off my new Kafka build, she's at 3,500 attack, but as of right now, she's at 80% effect hit rate. So as soon as the update drops, my black swan, my like my dot team is gonna be a lot better because 130, like they're both at that 75 threshold, 75% threshold. But all right, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go pee, and then I'll go into my alt account and go from there. All right, I am back. Honestly, I'm very confident in this account's ability to clear. So this first side, we're gonna go Casterus. And we'll just do super break for side 2. Actually, because we have the flexibility of this being side 3, we'll use no, that's not a good one for this. Yeah, we'll just use super break. Honestly, lately they've been kind of being nice to super break, and not horrible because my ultimate has a good super break team.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Also, I got Hyacinth on the full set of the new one, but her speed took a hit. Like now she's only capping out at like 176 or something.
I choose you.
But still, like it's just getting the set bonus for the crit damage is the important thing.
Trust me.
We can do anything.
Look here.
Not a bad idea.
Embrace a new life. Trust me.
We can do anything.
Please, darkness with me.
With Hyacinth, you actually now the way I thought she was meant to be played is viable because just how much Hyacinth heals. I fucked up again. God damn it. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. This team is fine with the fuck ups.
Time for the old world to collapse. To brave new world.
This is being in sync.
You can do it.
I shall remember this one. Life is not so fragile as you wish. Embrace a new life.
May death protect us.
I shall remember this one.
Mavis, dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
13,000 isn't terrible.
I'm on it.
Still here.
Please cherish this loot here.
Power translates into hope.
Embrace a new life. Trust me.
We can do anything.
Life will return to dust.
May death protect us.
1.1 million damage. That's pretty crazy.
Spicy, stimulating. Something ominous has
Not
arrived.
that time.
You know, I forget what Firefly's like does. I'm pretty sure I know it inflicts routed, but I forget what the hell routed even does.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Like fireflies, until everything burns to ashes!
Existence is unique.
Oh, that was a bad. What the fuck? That was so bad. Like, it's not a big deal. I can recover from it, but it feels bad.
No holding dream then.
Recalibrating.
Dreams of a path. Let us dance once more.
Set the sea.
There's more to life.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dreams of a Let us dance once more. Share good fortunes.
Just do that.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Does that sting?
Set the sea aflame.
Clouds scattered.
Stand in position.
Like until everything.
I should have basic attacked. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we'll do this.
Something for
Because then I can do this and
For
just deal a
everything in
bunch
this
of
world.
break damage.
It's bleeding.
Eternal.
Have we met? Dream vanished.
Firefly type 4. Set the sea aflame.
Watch your feet.
Dreams of a Let us dance once more.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Alright.
Allow me to
Basic,
purge the root of the problem. Be of your body and mind.
No holding back.
skill,
Unite our goals.
skill, and we skill. Holy shit. That was actually pretty fucking cool. See, it Super Break's biggest appeal is the Thanos snap of damage that it does. We'll just do this again. This will be fine.
When this word persuade, let's observe first. Emerge from your cocoon. May death protect us!
I'm on it.
I choose you.
I shall remember this warmth. Life is not.
Yeah, 176.
May this dispel the gloom, restore the sky.
I shall remember.
Root here. Trust me.
We can do anything. Is it coming? I feel that flame. Away we go! Don't be rash.
Embrace a new life.
I'm a firing my laser.
May death protect us. No bullying allowed.
World devoured by ice.
Bro, come on.
Have some sunshine.
Please cherish this time.
60k is not bad at all.
Guide with a rainbow branch. So lead it with.
Right, honestly, yeah. Because she wants to be over 200 speed.
Distance is futile.
Embrace a new life.
May death protect us.
Embrace a new life.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Away we go.
138,000. Holy shit.
Life is not so darkness with me.
That is actually pretty fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie.
May death protect us! I'm still here.
Deliver more. The future is have some sunshine.
Break's over.
Who's here?
So leave it with
Really? That's absurd.
have some sunshine.
Please cherish this time. Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
Behold, the power granted by them!
That is actually absurd.
Time for the old world.
And there's no way to get that aside from using Hanya and shit like that.
May death protect us! I'm on it. Trust me. We can do anything!
Mavis. The snow gloom. Destroy the skies. Right, you. Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go!
Life isn't as you wish.
Guide this rainbow bridge. So leave it with
Break's over.
Embrace a new life.
Holy shit. That's fucking crazy.
May death protect us!
Ready to be crushed. Go with the past.
This is being
future. Have some sunshine.
Who's here?
Power translates into hope.
Embrace a new life.
The snow gloom.
I should have waited for that. Actually, that was a misplay.
May death protect us! Trust me. We can do anything!
Please, as you wish.
So leave it with right, you.
Power translates into hope.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go!
Go with the past.
Have some sunshine.
Embrace a new life.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Let me go! Mavis.
Okay, I'm actually really concerned about this. I'm gonna be honest.
Trust me. We can do anything! May death protect us!
Who's here?
I'm still here.
As you wish.
Underestimating us will cost you. Guys, so leave it with
Break's over.
Embrace a new life.
Oh, never mind. We got this. It's right here. They're dead right here.
May death protect us!
Alright, never mind. I was worried for nothing. I just gotta believe.
spicy, stimulating. Sounds like something ominous has arrived.
Fireflies
There was this one guy that I was watching. It was the same guy that actually we're gonna do this.
Stand in position.
Like until everything burns to ashes!
So I think that's actually the correct play when you're running this team.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Is to give it Fugue's buff to Lingshaw.
Time to cleanse the filth. Get it together.
Because then you can do shit like
Everything
this.
in this world is bleeding.
Cloud scattered. Dreams of a let us dance once more.
Something for everybody. Some value, I suppose. Allow me to purge the root of the
So it I'll pull it up just in case, but it allows you to regardless of weakness type, deal toughness damage at a reduced amount. So you can't deal, like, if they're weak to fire and you hit them with a fire attack, it deals toughness damage, right? But if you're, let's say, for example, Rappa, who's imaginary, you'll deal toughness damage, but at a reduced amount. And then increases their break effect. And when she's in the enhanced state, because it puts her in this enhanced state, it changes her basic attack to an enhanced, like, blast basic attack that reduces the target's defense. So it's catered to just like Rappa and Boot Hill, in my opinion.
Dreams of a past.
Do
Let us
this.
dance once more.
Just because we have the skills.
Some value, every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, so like it's not. It technically, if you're using Firefly, Harmony Trailblazer is better because Harmony Trailblazer's super break scaling like is better. So with Harmony Trailblazer, you're able to deal more super break damage technically. So with Firefly, it's better to run Harmony Trailblazer.
Eternal. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Like until everything burns to ashes.
Yo, what's up, what's up, dog? I almost said Pom Pom.
Cloud scattered.
There's more to life. Be of your body and mind.
No holding dream vanished.
Why is that? Because you want Fugue? Oh, absolutely. Fugue is so much cooler.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Dreams of a let us dance.
Right, for sure. And that's why I think Fugue isn't a horrible option. Because Fugue allows you to bring your switch your Trailblazer for other teams.
It's bleeding.
Something for everybody.
Some value, I suppose.
May the foul stench dissipate.
Oh no.
Time to cleanse the
Shit.
filth. eternal.
Dream vanished.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be of your body and mind. You're a stubborn one.
This is no fight. Does that sting?
Oh no.
Dreams of a let us dance once more.
Why is that?
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Immerse yourself in it.
Dreams of a past life are now. Let us dance once more.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Every petal.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be recording a video, maybe when I'm not streaming, because I'm gonna try and stream during the day to play some Strive, so I can try out
Swept
Unica.
away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth. Set the seas aflame.
No holding back. Share good fortunes.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
May the foul stench dissipate.
Really?
Be of your body and mind.
I guess I just do this thing and call it a fucking day.
Set the seas aflame.
There we go. At least I was able to clear this first try, but that's because my main account I was doing some funny team. Like I was doing a funny team. I'm gonna be making a video going over the Fate teams, and for Archer I'm gonna do a bit where I'm like, oops, I mean first team's gonna be Mono Quantum baby. Because you can just run Mono Quantum with Silver Wolf, Sparkle, Fushwen, and it's viable. Because he's just Zila on crack, unfortunately. I hate saying that because I like Zila. I think she's really fucking cool. But it is what it is. Ooh, I might do that on this account. I'll try that on this account. Because I have Tribby on this account, obviously, as you can tell. So. But alright, now we go to Zenless and do some stuff. Night stream might be a little shorter to make up for the fact that I'm gonna try and stream during the day tomorrow. Probably won't be long because I'll just do some testing with Unica. Or maybe I just mess around with her off stream and then. But I feel like it's just more fun to do it on stream. And then I'll stream tomorrow night as well. Unfortunate. I really don't like these fights. I think it's just kind of annoying, but it gives polychrome, so it's good enough. That's why I'm happy I just have a fuck ton on both accounts. I don't need to worry about it. Right, yeah. Oh, I'm still on. Be right back. Oh shit, my bad. Thanks for telling me.
Out of the way. Final one.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
All exits are now free. My turn! Heads up. Don't even try. Securing the perimeter. Nothing slips through my defense.
That's true. I was showing my friend who came over last night my alt account, and he's like, "And you're free to play?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "This is my 100% free to play account," and he was very surprised because I was like, "But I've been playing that alt account since Jingliu's banner." Yeah, it sucks, but that's. I think it would be crazy. Like, imagine if she was a blast follow-up character. That shit would be insane. It would be actually broken. Honestly, I could see that.
Your journey ends with me.
Yo, what the fuck? What was with that leg?
My time to show. Music is the rhythm of life.
All exits are now free.
This is all mine. Ha! Don't blink. You'll miss me bashing you into the ground. Crush 'em. But this song needs everyone.
I won't betray your trust. Press the advantage. Nothing slips through my defense.
We fight together. My turn.
I won't betray your trust.
Get lost.
Heads up. Your journey ends with me.
Don't get in my way.
So I uploaded 2 shorts today.
Here we go.
And
Get
one of them got a dislike right away, and it just started making me tweak. I was like, I need to get over that, dude. Because I just end up staring at my analytics.
nothing slips through.
I mean,
my
it has about 5-ish likes now, but it's just like I obsess over the analytics. It was the skill issue one.
Hey, you don't have a permit.
Heads up. I'll cover you. Securing the perimeter. Your journey ends with me.
I mean, it's an unhealthy habit I have. Yeah, it was the skill issue because my Akron and Joucho died, got resurrected because of the global passive, and then I was able to heal, and then I was able to just I don't show it in the short, but I was able to just clear out the fight after that because I had enough HP. Right, yeah, global passive, not that big of a deal. Also, immediately after says that, oh, thank God for the global passive.
it and now see.
Thanks. This one's for you.
It's dangerous. Please stay behind me.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I'm feeling different in this way. Please just be Geppetto. It is just Geppetto people.
Heads up.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundations!
Nothing slips through my defense.
Press the advantage. Here we go! Come on, music is the rhythm of life.
Everything's under control.
No, I put that on there on purpose.
Out of the way.
We fight together.
Yeah, I put it there on purpose because I was like, I don't need Hyacine. Like, on my main account, it's fine. And then immediately after I say that, I do the Echo of War and I struggle with it. Although I think it was a sustain. Oh god, 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 oh god.
Don't blink! You may be crashing you into the
I was
ground.
almost cooked there, man. I'm gonna have to clip that later. I'm gonna try and start doing clips more. Or making shorts.
During the perimeter.
Oh, that's the music.
The best defense is a strong.
Watch it not work.
My turn!
Oh shit, hell no, sweet.
It's moving!
Could you check to see if it took a clip of the right spot?
Don't even try.
Because for some reason YouTube only lets you clip up to 30, or Twitch only lets you clip up to 30 seconds.
Here we go!
Worst case scenario, I have it recording the last 2 minutes, so I for sure have it regardless.
Come on, try harder! My turn! Don't get in my way!
Heads up. Removing foot.
Almost exactly on time. Hell yeah. Like just before. Okay, cool. Does it cut off in between or before? Like that part's. I mean, either way, I have the full clip on
That's me.
that because I have it set up that way for OBS to record the last 2 minutes. Do I feel really shitty about having a shorter stream tonight because I stream during the day, but let's see, what else do I feel like doing? Guess I could just do this some more. Actually, let's just do these quests. The side. Okay, I can just download the clip and then adjust it, like cut it to what it needs to be. Or what I want it to be, at least. You use mono ether. I keep trying to say mono quantum for this team. But yeah, no, I like I was saying, I want to do more shorts because those actually do tend to pop off. Like the lowest one I've gotten recently was like 200-ish views.
Control room is just ahead. Come with me.
What's this?
That thing over there. Could it be? Thank you. I would have been
Like
so
I'm gonna work
lost
on
without
doing
your help.
regular videos on the side, but honestly, like it's easier for shorts to get traction. So
Please stay close to me.
Got it.
Fine. I'll do your belly.
Both arms. Taking the shot.
Pain moves moving pretty fast. Almost like it's running away.
Running away.
also there's a video I want
That
to
it
watch.
actually encountered
There's
Marianne?
and it's by this I say they're smaller, but it's because they've only got like they're less than 10,000 subscribers,
Monsters are getting tougher and tougher.
which I feel weird calling them a smaller channel because they're, you know, infinitely larger than mine. But in the grand scheme of things, they're a small channel. And it's a video about, it's talking about the Zenless Zone Zero versus Wuwa debate that's been going on lately because of, you know, yours truly, Saint Tontas, because, you know, he can't beef with anybody, so he's just instigating Zenless Zone Zero, like the Zenless Zone Zero community. So it's a video kind of discussing that. And then the same creator has a video talking about 2.6 in Star Rail, which is the, if you don't remember what story that is the Rappa monkey story. And yeah. So I'll probably do a few of these missions and then I'll watch those. Oh, only these two? Okay. You haven't done the Rappa story yet? I mean, you at least got to watch me do it, so.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here. Oh, are you familiar with this place? More familiar than you, it seems.
If they're being too noisy,
Honestly, that's more important right now anyways. Like, on my alt account, I have not done the Topaz story quest yet. Like, I started it, I haven't finished the Topaz quest yet.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
A generator room
Honestly,
should be
and
nearby.
I'm also gonna say this. I don't think this is a controversial, well, it might be a controversial opinion. I miss companion quests.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad.
Honestly, like, I started it, I just haven't finished it.
The circuit is fixed.
The door's finally open.
Like, I did the part where you go to the museum with Topaz. Like, just a reminder, the last companion quest we got in Star Rail was Yun Li's. And before that, I think the last one was the Black Swan and Sparkle one that we got in 2.0.
This is a dream. I never went to wake
It was actually. It was more of a like mini quest storyline instead of just a small sampling of an interaction. I also do like that, for example, Natasha has a whole like string of companion quests that you can do. So like I haven't done a lot of them on my alt account just so I can like savor having them.
You call this mature? You're asking protection.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority. Are you?
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Satan.
Right, and if they weren't incredible, they were just awesome. Or they were good.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling?
I think most
Are you
people
tired? Do you need a
would
break?
actually say their favorite is probably the Yansheng one because of the Jinryu implications. Dude, Yukong's is awesome. I love Yukong's. Dude, I remember
Lord
doing
Phaethon,
that.
There are too many ethereals here.
That was in 1.1, right? So it was like right out the gate.
Lord Phaethon, seems like we both need... Sure enough. Lord...
I like Kafka's because of, you know,
So,
it's Kafka.
it's not a huge problem. Now you pay.
It was actually.
It's time.
I really liked Pella's, I'm not gonna lie. That one I think came later, right? Like it came with the Lynx one. When in that one. The Fu Xuan one, if I remember correctly, was really good because it had some it talked more about March 7th. It implied some stuff, or it gave some little tidbits on March 7th.
Great, it worked.
I've always treated Vivian like...
It's so good. It's so good.
What is this? No. Hugo, why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Stay calm now.
Your plans will never succeed.
It's useless. Don't you get it? You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me. Rather, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of Tops.
Now you pay.
There's no chance of victory for you.
Another one that was really good was, I mean, they were all just, in my opinion, they were all phenomenal.
Take this. I'll bite your throat out.
But like Bailu's and Dill Pickle's companion quests were also really good. Dill Pickles especially because it gave you context ones. I have not yet. Like I said, I've been slacking on all of the side content. Because I did Graces. Remember when I did Graces? Like week 1? Yeah, that was the last like companion quest that I've done. Jesus Christ, this mission's actually pretty long.
Hugo, don't make a choice you'll regret.
It was.
It's about time you kneel.
Amateurs.
Not bad.
Fall back.
Time down!
Stay safe. Fall back. A perfect conduit.
Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe?
Of course. I am surprised.
I have never once thought that Mockingbird was a failure. Officers, our actions, no matter how childish or flawed, must have made their mark on the world.
Beg for mercy.
Stay safe.
It might have been trivial or foolish, but as long as they have an impact, the things we did are far from meaningless. Officers,
Fall back.
Stay calm now.
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
There isn't, Vivian.
Yeah, like
Final lesson I'll impart to you.
Rena's and Grace's voice actresses do a phenomenal job, but they just don't hit. It just doesn't hit the same.
Truth be told, Roxy, I envy you. The world needs people like you.
Answers.
Out of my way.
Flip a switch.
Is that all?
Like I said, I think the worst one is in fact Coletto's. Lycons, I can't even really tell the difference, I'm gonna be honest. All right, I'm gonna for sure. I'll have to find it and listen. I'll have to go through it and listen to it again just to see that. But I'm gonna put up that one video. I'm gonna watch those two videos and then I'm gonna call it there. Just because I am kind of tired and I think I am gonna stream during the day, so try and get some sleep before that. Come on, computer. There we go. Okay.
Hey, yeah? You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
This I do agree with that. It is an apples to oranges because they're different types of games. Completely.
When you take the most parasocial elements of anime culture and combine it with daily routine behaviors, gambling, and sunk cost fallacy. You are left with what is known today as the gacha industry, a fat red ruby that's seen money come in droves from those whose value judgments have gone out the window when just the right character.
Oh, really? Good shit. Honestly, yeah. If I uninstalled one of them, it would be
presents themselves, be it for meta.
But that's because I also prefer Genshin, because while I do like the combat better, I do think I prefer having a more, like, I prefer having team building be more impactful. And I do like the pseudo restrictions of the core passives. I should actually restart this so I can record it. All right, apples to oranges. Wuwa versus ZZZ is dumb. I will say why I prefer Genshin over Wuwa, because I think team building in Genshin is more impactful. Same thing in Zenless and Star Rail. I think Hoyoverse has made team building more impactful, where I do understand that outro skills and inherent like passives do allow synergies, but I to me, it doesn't feel impactful enough, which I think is good because it allows you to be more flexible with your team building. But I do like having those kind of restrictions built into team building. Like, for example, Skirk coming out with and Escoffier basically requiring you to run a freeze team of hydro and cryo units. And in Zenless Zone Zero, you have your core passive additional abilities that want you to, in order to get like the full extent of the character, it wants you to pair like same element, same faction, or specific character types, like attack types, stun, support. So I prefer that type of stuff a little bit more. But I think either way, it's a gacha game. So it's like, what are we really arguing? It's a gacha game, you know? So I think people arguing about this stuff is really silly. And I think people just kind of need to get a reality check and touch some grass and realize there's more to living than their gacha games. After losing the 50-50 to Sakona. Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Hey, yeah? You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Just to suffer. And also apples to oranges. I think that's an absolutely fair comparison because they're two different types of games. Like they both have combat, yes, and they're both action games. But one is like an open world exploration action game, and Zenless is more of an instance based action game where you queue into a level or into a zone that is separate from like where you run around and day-to-day stuff and do the fight, and then when you're done with the fight, you're out of that instance. Zenless Zone Zero is just a modern Honkai Impact 3rd, in my opinion. Like, whether or not you can agree or disagree, there's obviously differences between the two. Like, you know, Zenless has men in the game. But Honkai Impact 3rd is just, Zenless is a new Honkai Impact 3rd.
What happens when you take the
and you wouldn't compare
social elements of
Waves
anime
to
culture and combine it with daily routine behaviors, gambling, and sunk cost fallacy?
Addiction.
You are left with what is known today as the gacha industry, a fat red ruby that's seen money come in droves from those whose value judgments have gone out the window when just the right character presents themselves.
Looks at Acheron.
Be it for meta or personal attachment. When so much
Waifu over meta every single time. If you're gonna swipe for a character you actually like.
Investment is on the line for a product with a planned obsolescence, it instinctively creates a self-preservation mentality as everyone around the game is compelled to sell everyone on their best, in quotations, game over someone else's. And while I can make the practice of tribal...
See, I don't do that. I've never thought of doing that. Like, I joke about it for sure, but I've never thought, oh, if somebody doesn't like this game that I'm playing, I have to convert them into a cultist for this game. Like, for example, one of my friends hates Persona. Well, I look down on them just a little bit for it. I'm not going to sit there and argue with them about it because it's a fucking video game. No. Oh, for sure. That's why I hate exploration in Genshin and Wuba. It's such a buzzkill, honestly. That's why, like, Star Rail is better with it because you just have to roam these smaller areas for chests that you can really just bring Numby with. And Zenless is even more so. It's like you get barely any currency from exploring to find the chest that, like, you can get away with not doing it, honestly, even if you're free to play.
A video of its own at possibly triple the video length, I came here to focus on something else. Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone.
I really don't like how he says Wuthering Waves, I'm gonna be honest. That was my only critique of his video when I watched the Saint Tontas one, which was an hour long, by the way. But it was a very good video. If you guys haven't seen it or are interested in hearing it, it's actually a very fair video that talks about like the pros and cons of what Saint Tontas has been doing. And I think it's a very fair one, but you know, obviously the comments are all toxic as fuck. But I recommend you guys check it out if you're interested and you have an hour to kill while you're doing your gacha stuff.
Zero are the two youngest of the gacha games that represent the big four in the space, and popularity.
The big four. Oh man. Every time I hear the big insert number, it's just, I think of the big three from anime. It's so weird hearing it for gacha games.
Wise are the closest between each other over the gargantuan breakthrough success of Genshin Impact and the refined, tried and true runner-up of Honkai Star Rail. Yet despite this sort of camaraderie of being wet behind the ears and looking to make a name for themselves, their respective communities just can't seem to stop tearing each other apart as tensions continue to rise from problems inside and outside of their games.
This I disagree with because I think it's more Genshin and Wuthering Waves. They have a bigger beef. My personal opinion, I haven't seen a single instance of people dogging on Wuthering Waves from the Zenless Zero community that I've personally seen. So I'm biased in that regard because I don't know what everybody's saying, obviously. But the only time it's been brought up is because people are discussing Saint Tontas's content that he has made about Zenless Zone Zero. So the comparisons are being brought up because Wuthering Waves content creators and players are like dogging on Zenless Zone Zero and doing this stupid dick measuring contest over a fucking gacha game. Again, like I said, it's really not that fucking big of a deal. If this is what you have to do to get the bag, I guess do it. But just please be a little more self-aware and, you know, not sit here and try and pull the moral high ground argument for a fucking gacha game, guys. Like, come on, get a fucking grip.
Today, I want to talk about why this feud between these two games is just about the most pointless waste of energy I have seen lately.
Dude, Dragon Ball has ended. Like, Dragon Ball Z has ended. And people refer to Dragon Ball Z as, like, the grandfather of the big three. Like, oh, because Dragon Ball Z is over, it shouldn't count? That's so weird. The big three, I think, is you can have like the original big three, and then you can have like, what's the big three of 2025? So that's at least how I do it. Like when I think of the big three, I think One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. But there are people who are newer to anime and think it's like Demon Slayer and shit. Oh, it dropped? Okay, I'll have to check it out after this.
When it comes to the gift that keeps on giving, that is gacha tribalism. Genshin Impact in its earlier years, despite its massive success, spent its first few years quickly amassing a loud group of players who felt dissatisfied and neglected by Hoyoverse's unwillingness to update the game with features and content that would satisfy the capital G gamer crowd. The common counterpoint made by those content with Genshin's offerings was to remind players that they were playing a gacha game and that expectations needed to be tempered and other aspects of the game should be focused on and enjoyed over others.
True. I think expecting a AAA experience from a gacha game is kind of silly, even though that's kind of the route that gacha games are going. But that's a whole other topic.
To recognize is that Genshin Impact's mainstream success was a direct result of Hoyo taking the first steps to push the boundaries of the gacha industry in the first place and create something closer to an actual retail released game. The 3D character models, the open world, the refined combat experience, all were things absent or underdeveloped in an overwhelming majority of gacha games that came before it. This lack of combat-focused content, quality of life, and community feedback implemented into the game would result in massive amounts of players regularly abandoning the game in favor of returning to traditional video games or biding their time for competition to come Genshin's way in hopes of some change. Tower of Fantasy was the first challenger in this regard and likely saw a sizable amount of players coming in solely to try to stick it to the man that is HoYoverse.
See, I heard people say Tower of Fantasy was the Genshin killer, but then the next day people were saying, no, it's not.
However, Tower of Fantasy's time in the spotlight was incredibly short-lived, as spite cannot fuel the success of a gacha game alone, and the game itself was severely lacking in several areas, which prevented it from standing up on its own two legs. Gameplay, story, quality of life, polish, value proposition, the list went on and on. However, if one thing was for certain, it was that if a competitor could make a game at even a fraction of the scale and quality of Genshin Impact, you could make it big time. Sometime later, we saw the release of
did seem
Honkai Star
kind of
Rail,
cool.
and despite it being made by the exact same company, players would still champion it as the superior experience with an actual pulse on the community, despite their credit card swipes all going back into the very same pocket. And look where that's got you now, lads.
Okay, people criticizing this forget, and I'm not justifying this, by the way. I'm not justifying this in any way because it is very predatory. Honkai Impact 3rd does the same fucking thing. Every time there is a new character, when you boot up the game, it promotes you to like do the battle pass or that there's a new character. It does the same fucking thing as Star Rail, but for some reason, you know, people are ignoring that or they just aren't aware and they're forgetting it. So it doesn't count. But again, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying this is not the first time HoYoverse has done top up anniversary events. So like, it's just kind of weird that people are ignoring that or they're just not, they don't care.
But now we come to Wuthering Waves, the first true competition for HoYoverse and a proper champion to which the hardcore ex-Genshin players could place their faith into and deliver the much-needed spanking the mint-picking simulator was long overdue for.
Mint-picking
More than
simulator?
6 months
That's
later
funny.
when they got their shit together. At every step of the way,
See, people were talking about the technical issues when the game came out. I never had any technical issues.
extremist
Don't I want to actually watch it, so don't spoil it for me, Mage.
HoYoverse fans were attempting to bury Wuwa and never let it see the light of day, with the intent to keep their favorite gacha from ever feeling threatened. However, with the release of 2.0 and Renacita, the game's quality spoke for itself, and all it took was for someone to get a taste of what the Land of Echoes had to offer to know which side of the fence they'd choose to land on. Yet despite all this positive reception, Kuro's darling child remains too small of a voice in the gacha space to take bites out of its true competition. However, that hasn't stopped them from taking bites out of someone else entirely. Zenless
Yeah, they have to
Zone
go
Zero,
after the small
releasing
one.
a little over a month after Wuthering Waves, made it a prime target for extremists in the Wuwa crowd. As Hoyo's newest IP, it was ripe for an opportunity to go on the offensive, especially since ZZZ itself was struggling to find its own footing right out of the gate, and arguably to this very day. In more recent weeks, tensions between the two have been rising dramatically as Wuthering Waves has recently suffered a massive backlash following their first anniversary, coming from both bad actors trying to push a HoYoverse agenda and those caught in the crossfire who simply shared similar sentiments the Brigaders had latched onto, resulting in the hardcore Wuwa crowd to employ a shoot first, ask questions later
I appreciate this. I appreciate him doing this
approach to
on the
handling
screen.
the backlash. On the other end of the spectrum, Zenless Zone Zero was facing a continual decline in mainstream appeal, resulting in the removal of foundational gameplay systems,
Which is super weird because I feel like it's the most, or the second most efficient game, gacha game of the big four. because you just log in and since it's instance based, it's relatively fast to clear do your dailies and stuff. So I mean, I'm surprised it's been, yeah, because he referred to Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and Wuthering Waves as the big four of the gacha games. So that's what I'm just referring it to as.
Balance
Or
changes
referring to
and
it
overhauls
as.
to existing mechanics in an attempt to turn the ship back on course. This open display of vulnerability on both sides led to a series of skirmishes between both groups as they fought to preserve the image of their respective game. But what if I were to tell you all of this is just a pointless battle for a...
If you think Fate Go is is competing in any way other than sheer money, then that's almost hilarious. The gameplay is ass compared to Wuthering Waves, Genshin, Star Rail, and Zenless. Everything other than just the amount of money it brings in pales in comparison. Oh, and the story. I like the story of Fate Go, but that's what YouTube is for.
Perceived gain that neither gacha would see the true value of. Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero as video games offer completely different experiences to each other and quite frankly have no reason to be at each other's throats all the time.
This is true.
Wuthering Waves'
I've been saying
feud
that.
with Hoyoverse is more accurately targeted at Genshin Impact and its respective community.
But they stopped doing that because Genshin is bigger and the people who play Genshin just genuinely don't care. Because if they wanted to play Wuthering Waves, they're playing Wuthering Waves already. So they decided to go for the smaller community.
Not Zenless Zone Zero or
In
even
my
Honkai
opinion.
Star Rail. Those saying that this is a battle between Hoyo
Right,
versus
for
Kuro,
sure.
and therefore it doesn't matter which game they target, is ignorant to say. My case in point, the Genshin could never meme. Genshin could never was a popular phrase that emerged from Honkai Star Rail following the announcement of the free 5-star character Dr. Ratio being rewarded to
I
all
remember
players
that.
for the
It was a
duration
glorious
of the
day.
1.6 version and lasting until version 2.1. Despite both games belonging to Hoyoverse, the hardcore Honkai Star Rail community would frequently take opportunities to take shots at their big brother whenever it was appropriate to them. ZZZ even had their own variation of it following the free release of Haramasa, though to a much lesser response, as Haramasa did not have the same widespread appeal and meta strength as Dr. Ratio. With this,
I disagree with that personally. I think he's a very strong DPS. He is just more technical compared to Zenless Zone Zero meta characters.
in mind, the Wuba community taking shots,
And that more technical is in air quotes because he's really not that hard once you understand what he's doing. He's very simple. It's just word soup to understand his kit.
at ZZZ is a borderline misfire, and their attempts should be directed at the very game they abandoned in favor of their current one. As for Zenless Zone Zero, their hostility towards Wuthering Waves is a misguided act of self-defense to preserve their smaller hold in the gacha industry. This does not justify their behavior, but it does help to contextualize the
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
misplaced nature of their actions, akin to a cornered animal in need of a way out no matter the cost. Beyond both games' misplaced hostilities,
I think, like what he said, wow, what the Zenless community is doing, it is because of the hostility from the Wuthering Waves community. So it is just reactionary. But again, like I said, it's a fucking gacha game. And the reason the fact that people have so little in their lives going on that they're trying to pull like a morality high ground argument from which gacha game is better is silly. It's comical.
comparing the two all the time makes no sense whatsoever, as both games only
Oh,
share
for sure,
a single
Ark.
similarity of being a real-time action game, and that is it. An open world does not make Wuthering Waves better if a player does not like open world games.
Honestly, yeah. Like, my biggest example is the only open world game that I enjoyed is Final Fantasy 15. And Final Fantasy 15 is a JRPG with a open world forced on it. Because all of the side quests are just fetch quests and like little quest lines to get like super bosses and whatnot. There's hunts to fight specific enemies, and it really just feels tacked on because the main story is very linear.
Or does not like how gacha games implement, or in some cases butcher, open world design. A harder combat system does not make
Good angle. Thank you for keeping our attention with Zhu Yuan.
Zenless Zone Zero better if players aren't looking for intense moments of heightened reflexes from their casual gacha game. A better anniversary does not matter if someone only plays one game and has no intention of playing the other. A better gear
This is true.
system does not matter if both games still have too many points of failure in their respective systems.
I think the drive disc system is better than Wuthering Waves Echo system because Echoes need a 5-piece bonus or a 2-piece bonus, whereas the drive discs have a 4-piece and then you can still get a 2-piece bonus. So I like that a little better, but you can do like a 2-piece at worst, or you can do a 4-piece 2-piece, you know. I think I prefer that better, but Wuthering Waves is more, you're able to grind discs without spending stamina if you want. So it is better in that regard.
That are only
Yeah, open world and gacha games, it feels
partially
bad
alleviated by their own implementation.
because it's forced.
So on and so forth. I believe you get where I'm going with this. Wuthering Waves has a direct competitor and should not be taking
for sure.
shots at a third party. On the other end, Zenless
The fact that you have to use 2 different resources to one resource to level it up and a second resource to tune it to get the stat rolls feels really weird. Granted, they refund it if you feed it into another Echo, but it's still super weird and super annoying.
Zone Zero needs to focus
But
on
that's just
improving
nitpicking.
itself while it does not have a direct competitor at this very moment.
Impact third, but even then, that's like me forcing it to be compared to something. But Zenless Zone Zero is in no way comparing or competing with Impact third.
These are both great games by all accounts and should be recognized for their achievements. They do not need to be tearing each other down, as they have nothing to gain from each other as they appeal to completely different audiences.
True.
Gameplay,
One's a Gooner
story,
game.
art style, setting, it's all too different from each other to put a stamp of objectivity over one and leave the other one out to dry. I doubt I could really convince a significant number of people to drop their flags and to focus on improving themselves over tearing each other down, but I hope my video can provide some sense of sanity amidst all the madness. Okay, now that that's over, I guess it's time to wrap up the shit. There's a same tone toss
Fair.
chapter.
Oh God.
I have no intention of picking a side on this one. Does that make me a fence sitter? Yes. But maybe if both sides didn't act
I mean,
in ways I
being
don't
a fence sitter isn't really as bad as the extremists on any side for any given topic make it out to be. Because being a fence sitter, or realistically a centralist in a debate where there is a left and right in any context, like for this Wuthering Waves and Zenless, just means that you are able to see both you're able to understand both perspectives, but you understand that there is nuance to a discussion other than right and wrong. Like, it's not just red versus blue. It's not black and white, you know?
agree with, then maybe I wouldn't be on this fence, yeah? To address the ZZZ crowd acting in defense to St. Tontas's content farming of the situation, you cannot respond back to his opinions by drawing direct comparisons of Zenless Zone Zero to Wuthering Waves. It's just not a favorable comparison.
You just gotta be like, dude, Saint Totas, you're being omega cringe. Chill the fuck out. But then he'll farm you for saying that and call you an idiot. So like, you just cannot interact with his content, just like in the same way you can't interact with Tectone's content, because they'll just farm. They'll farm you by making fun of you for disagreeing with them, and that because they can't. Like, for example, Saint can't criticize some arguments, so he might just call you stupid. And it goes both ways, but it's like, you know, he has the bigger numbers, so generally he can out farm you, basically.
Wuwa has no tangible HP inflation, no 75-25 weapon banner systems, and Kuro themselves do not have a history of behavior with screwing over their player base, not in the same way Hoyoverse has. ZZZ may emphasize that they are a separate team from Hoyoverse, but unfortunately, words alone cannot absolve them completely of the company's actions as a whole, especially when they themselves have already fallen into the same traps as Hoyo made in the past. If you continue to fail to understand this golden rule of an engagement with Saint Tontas, he will continue to farm and label you under the extremist crowd of ZZZ.
Right, and that's how he gets you. Is he claims, like, he calls you a Hoyo shell, and then he just is very disingenuous with his criticisms because of that. He's like, oh, you're just a Hoyo shell. Of course you're going to blindly defend it and ignore the problems and disagree with me.
And continue to further damage the reputation of the wider ZZZ community. As for Saint Tontas, I believe I have already made my case in a general sense in my first ever video. I like watching you, you're a great content creator, but you can also be a real asshole to people.
And I really dislike, I watched the video that he made initially, and then I watched the video of us, Tectone, talking to Saint, and at the very end, Tectone was like, yeah, you're just an asshole in your delivery, and it's like, and then they laugh about it, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly the problem, is nobody wants to listen to somebody or hear somebody out if they're talking down to somebody. It makes your argument look really bad. Just because you're like, you can be right without being an asshole, and I know that personally because I have that issue sometimes where I can be an asshole because I'm right, and I will be a dick about it, and it makes you look so much worse because it's like, what's the point of being right if nobody wants to fucking listen to you? Which, you know, obviously, you know, that's not going to count because, you know, it's, you know, Tectone's Discord kitten.
To quickly go over the
not actually, it's just a joke.
Even if
Calm
you
down.
and I both understand that the 12 banner system will not have an effect on the rerun schedule as a whole and is more of an abnormality, it is not unreasonable to expect people to not like the feeling of having to skip a character they want because they can't afford to. Banner systems as a whole are already designed to pressure people with FOMO, and just because you throw a pseudo freebie at them won't make them suddenly change their perspective.
Oh, I didn't even read this, Mage. You're a big example of not living in I assume you mean loving open world gotchas. Honestly, yeah. I think just having menus is fine. Like, that's something that Honkai Impact 3rd was doing until part 2. So until part 2. I don't think it's horrible, but I also don't, I do appreciate seeing my character's 3D model. But I think just, you know, going through menus, as somebody who played old school JRPGs and loves JRPGs as a whole, I appreciate a good menu. Like menu into menu. That's what I mean. Sorry. I didn't know how to explain it.
On the matter, if they are
Limbus does it best. I have no idea how it does it.
You may think it's an unfair conclusion I am making, but gacha games themselves are already plenty unfair. As for your...
That's exactly what I said at the beginning of the video. I was like, this is so weird. You're pulling the morality, like the moral high ground argument over a fucking gacha game, and you want to be taken as a normal, sane individual.
Opinions of the anniversary rewards for ZZZ compared to Wuwa, it's obvious which one is the true winner. Wuwa. However, like I've said before with your approach to escalating situations when it's absolutely unnecessary, spinning the Ellen Joe buffs as some opening of Pandora's box instead of taking.
And can you buy the shards with like real money? So you can like pseudo just buy the character with money. I think if all gachas did that while giving you the option to pull for the character and potentially save money, that would be so much better.
Taking at face value comes off as uncalled for, pessimistic behavior. I genuinely believe that the biggest contributing factor to why
It's like this sound like, hear me out, but I could see it being where you pay more for the initial character and then there is a slight discount to get the additional copies, or like the Eidolons or the Mindscapes or the whatever they're called in Wuba, or the constellations. You know, I that's how I wouldn't be surprised if that would be the way they did implement that, if they did. But I wouldn't be so against that, because it's like you're paying a little extra to guarantee the character right away. Right, yeah. So like you can effectively just with real money just buy the character, which I think is pretty cool.
you
Actually,
receive
that
a
is
lot
pretty
of
cool.
hate on the regular is that you are the only content creator in this space at your level of popularity that still plays and covers all of the big four gachas, despite clearly only ever enjoying playing Wuthering Waves.
Yeah, he plays the other ones just to bitch about it because he doesn't put the same amount of effort and does not give a reasonable amount of effort to attempt to play the game at a decent level. He just plays them at a okay level and then complains when being okay isn't good enough to clear the end game.
All other big name CCs like Tectone
30
or
minutes.
Gacha
God damn it.
Smack
I'm trying
have
to
made
sleep,
the
bro.
decision to just not cover these games anymore and move on. So when you opt to still play all four of them, it comes off as stirring the pot for views and analytics to everyone else. I am not going to tell you what games you can and cannot play.
Which, that's what I said earlier. I was like, he's just farming to get the clicks, which, I mean, yeah, get the bag, but it's also, in my opinion, kind of cringe.
Though
to
my
just
statement
rage
above
bait and
might
then
seem
cry
contradictory
victim.
in that sense, but I would like to at least provide perspective on why you are perceived as a drama farmer all the time. Though I have a feeling
Because you copied Tectone's formula, who is a drama farmer, which, like I said, isn't bad. Get the bag, go for it, pop off, queen. But don't farm drama and then get mad when people call you a drama farmer, or like act annoyed when people bitch about it.
you're already aware of
Especially when you started out as a guide maker, because I know I'm pretty sure Saint Todas started out as a guide maker for Wuthering Waves.
this anyway. I'm sure there is more I can talk about with this subject matter, but this is already quite the long video, so I will be wrapping up now. And with that, I have said all I really wanted to about the clash of communities between Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. Me personally, my bias lies with ZZZ, as I do not personally enjoy open world games as I once used to, and ZZZ's
For sure.
art style
That's kind of
is
my
more to
point.
tastes.
Yeah, it's got the more anime aesthetic in my. Yo, great pause, Shin. Great pause.
That does not mean I don't enjoy playing Wuthering
I cannot
Waves.
wait to get
I think it's also a
Eastwind.
great game, but for different reasons, and I have my own preferences. I hope that in a couple months' time, when both games' respective anniversary events conclude, that we can turn the heat down on these conversations and go back to where we were before. Quite frankly, it's tiresome enough as is, and I don't know how these people can keep doing it. If I ever one day add live streaming to my content catalog, then I hope I won't find myself stun-locked for 3 entire hours getting in fights with same-day followed chatters and elitist troublemakers.
At that point, you just fucking ban them. Like, I'm fortunate enough to be small enough where I don't have to deal with that yet, but that's like gonna be my plan, because I don't care enough about gacha games to sit there and argue with people about which one is better. Now, I will have a respectful discussion where we give our opinions, and I respect everyone's opinion, and I will, unless I jokingly say that I disagree and I look down on you, but again, I will say that it's a joke.
But until then, this was quite the video, and I'm clocking out.
That's actually a good video. I like it. Definitely, I'll link the video in the description for this when I upload it. Definitely check him out. I'll post the link in chat as well. But if you guys, what do you guys think about this whole issue or controversy or drama of Zenless Zone Zero versus Wuthering Waves? Like, do you care? Do you not? Do you just want to goon and mash buttons like, you know, like a real mature gotcha gamer? Like, just sit there, goon, and play the game how you want. Like, that's just, at the end, that's the best way to play. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace. There. Did I even sub to this guy? I did. Okay. So for those who want to, like, just give it a watch, so you know you're not like whatever, but there, and then we'll watch this.
Unica is an all-round.
Right, yeah, exactly. There's no fucking reason.
With highly viable special moves at her disposal. Wield her transforming armaments expertly to dominate in battle. Mode Arbalest. Certain moves transform Unica's weapon, entering Mode Arbalest until the move ends. The supported special moves gain enhanced properties when activated while already in Mode Arbalest. During supported command normals, you can also activate special moves with a quick direction and button input, as well as dash cancel.
Oh, that's cool.
Multi-type gear streak. This move fires a powerful laser forward. Although it has a slow startup, once out, it reaches full screen.
Wait 1 second. How do we get into
mode?
Oh, that's just a gimmick. So there's probably moves that just
Multi-type at an advantage, even when blocked. Try this move when you want to keep up your offense. Anti-aerial type gear blitz. From mid-air, this attack fires a projectile at a diagonal below. It works well as a poke against grounded opponents. The Mode Arbalest version becomes multi-hit and knocks the opponent down. Anti-terrestrial type gear penetrate. A low-profile lunging attack that hits as a low.
right. I can't wait for you to play her for like a week and then just not play the game anymore.
After pausing, Unica performs a follow-up that hits as a mid.
By the way, I'm just poking fun at you. You don't need to get defensive about that. I'm just being real.
The Mode Arbalest version gains extra hits for the follow-up and becomes harder to punish when blocked. Anti-terrestrial type gear top attack. Unica leaps forward, performing an overhead attack. It covers a wide area, making it effective against airborne opponents as well. The Mode Arbalest version causes ground bounce. You can use Roman Cancel to deal extra damage.
Yes, he was. That's where the joke comes from. That's why I'm joking about it. Because he was interested in Venom for like a day and then stopped playing. Although I think interest is a strong word. I think it was more so just he thought the character was interesting and tried him out and then stopped. Right, yeah, like you played him for a day and then stop. That's just what I was referring to. That's why I corrected myself. And like I'm poking fun, but it's like, you know, let's be real.
Anti-colossal type gear blast.
Oh, hey, DP.
Launches the opponent, sending them flying
Oh,
with anti-air
never mind.
shockwave. This move can be used to interrupt your opponent's offense as the
Oh, it
setup is invincible. It can't be Roman canceled, so make sure
Because it's a DP.
to use it carefully. The Mode Arbalest version causes wall bounce in the corner.
Oh,
This
that's pretty
makes it
cool.
a great option for extending your combo damage. Blaze a trail. A wide sweeping strike attack that hits to the front. Although this move's properties remain unchanged during Mode Arbalest, it is a very powerful attack that deals heavy damage as a single hit.
Oh, so it gives hard
Megadeth
knockdown. Okay.
Buster. A huge shockwave attack that launches the opponent. This move can be used to interrupt your opponent's offense as the startup is invincible. The Mode Arbalest version deals significant extra damage. Weapons Free. An ultimate transformation technique that allows for follow-up attacks using Thunder Seal for a set duration of time. The transformation does not occur when it hits mid-air. All of her moves change during the transformation. Punch, kick, and slash are easier to connect with as the attacks move towards the opponent.
So this is basically just a dust combo install. Like you just get to do a charge dust combo. Basically. That's pretty cool. It's a cool super, don't get it twisted. Right, yeah. Like you get what I mean. Like I'm not, again, like with the whole sin kind of thing. I'm just comparing it so that if people watching don't understand, they can draw a comparison.
Heavy slash deals heavy damage, but is challenging to land. Inputting a direction during...
It kind of reminds me of, I forget what it's called, but it's Narukami's, I think it's his insta kill. I'm gonna double check real quick. No, it's Thunder God Dance, where it's a pseudo, in quotes, it's a Rekka. It's not a literal Rekka, but it's like a sequence of buttons to get the most out of it.
Dust can move at high speed in the selected direction. Star Deviation.
It's honestly, in my opinion, I could see it being potentially better than, I forget what Sins is called, but it's like Sins, probably, but just in my opinion, it's probably going to be better.
A follow-up from Weapons Free. Slams the opponent to the ground, ending Weapons Free. This move activates automatically after either a set duration of time passes when leaving the area, or when the opponent's health falls below a certain threshold.
Right.
This move triggers an area shift, much like the follow-up after Dust Attack. Star Deviation. Annihilate. A follow-up.
Oh, okay.
Free. Slams the opponent to the ground, ending Weapons Free. Although it costs 50% tension gauge, it deals extremely heavy damage. This move triggers an area shift, much like the follow-up after Dust Attack.
See, I'm not going to want to play online for Strive for a while because of, you know, new character thing, which I'm not complaining about. I'm not saying it's, well, I am complaining about it, but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the whole, I don't want to sit here and play against Unica for a fucking week. So if I do play the game, I will play in a lobby like I've been, so that, you know, if we played, we can all just play different characters.
Although she struggles with movement, Unica has many attacks with excellent range.
Yep, that's, did I not say that? Did I not fucking say that before I even watched the fucking trailer? She's gonna be Sin, but slower. Or maybe Kai, but slower might be a better comparison.
Far Slash, Jumping Slash, and anti-multi-type gear streak as pokes to create opportunities to approach. Her standing heavy slash has fast startup and a great hitbox, making it a good tool for dealing with the opponent's offense from mid-range. Once you've made the opponent block an attack, go for a Mode Arbalest version of a special move. The overhead anti-terrestrial type gear top attack has long range and is challenging to punish when blocked at maximum range.
Right, and that's why I said probably more of a Kai, but slower because she has a fireball. So that's why I did correct what I said.
Weapons free lets her end the match in one fell swoop without giving the opponent the chance to use Psych Burst. Although the conditions are restrictive, you can pull off stylish combos when the opportunity.
Right, yeah. Isn't that specifically when she's in the I forget what the state is called.
Arises.
But when she's in the, it's like the augmented version of her air fireball, right?
Thank you for watching.
I can pull it back up to look at it. Doesn't have sharp character and the will hit. Yeah. Yes and no. I think it's more so just like it's gonna be kind of like Sin's one super that if you have full meter, you can just use that and it does a stupid amount of damage. As I think that's what they're referring to. I think it's gonna be like Last Horizon, where if you have 100% meter, you can just kill them out of nowhere if you can get it to land because of just how much more damage it does. As that's what I'm thinking is what they meant more so. Yeah, especially in this season, it's yeah, Pot is actually a top tier character from what I've seen people talking about. And like I said, I don't like using tier lists to pick my characters or judge people who pick their characters. I give people shit and I'll be like, of course you're playing a top tier, like, you know, but I don't sit there and I don't like I don't genuinely criticize people for playing top tiers. Unless they're like a meta whore or a meta slave where they only play characters when they're top tier. And then as soon as they're not top tier, they switch. Then I will be like, come on, bro. Like, just pick a fucking character and play them.
That hits as a mid. Cancel to deal extra damage off of mix. So make sure to use it carefully.
For sure. So you especially don't like Potemkin right now.
The mode Arbalist version.
Honestly, yeah. Like I love Biken. I will always main Biken in Strive. Well, in Guilty Gear. Unless they would have to really fuck with Biken to get me to drop her. But for example, I think because I have a decent amount of characters, not to the extent of Mage, but Strive is that game where like I've learned the basics of most characters. So most characters I can kind of pick them up and do decent. Lav, I promise you, I'm the exact same fucking way. Like it took me forever and I'm still not where I would like to be in Grand Blue. Like I don't think I'm good enough in Grand Blue to be comfortable with the game. Whereas Strive, I'm more comfortable playing the game, even if I'm not super familiar with the character.
Causes wall bounce in the corner. Sweeping strike attack, a death buster, can be used to interrupt. It has a slow startup. Once out, it reaches full screen extremely quickly.
It's real and true.
The mode Arbalist version. This move, type Gear Blitz. From mid-air, this attack fires a projectile at a diagonal below. It works well as a poke against grounded opponents. The mode Arbalist version becomes multi-hit and knocks the opponent down.
Okay, yeah, so the Arbalist mode is, or mode Arbalist, technically, is the double fireball version. Is it ready to update? Probably not. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm like I said, I'm gonna stream during the day tomorrow, and I'm gonna try out Unica and put some time into the game. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. I'm not gonna stay up for it, but I will stream during the day for it. So if anyone wants to come and watch or potentially just play some games for Strive, make sure to be there. I'll be starting at like between 10:30 and 11 again. Oh yeah, no pressure. Is it a live stream? Oh, you said dev stream. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't worry, I read it, but I read it, I just didn't process the stream part. Is it gonna be on the Japanese or Psy Games? Like, do you know what channel it's gonna be on? Yeah, like I read dev stream, but for some stupid reason, I assumed it was gonna be like the starter guide thing where it's just a video. It's JP only, but has okay. Justice, you've been calling justice judgment. Honestly, you know what? Fair. You know what? Adds justice to Strive. I don't care if they're not in the. Okay, yeah. Post the link in the Discord. Beat. Oh, they're not available, apparently. Good for me, bad for you. Honestly, yeah. No, come on, that would be stupid. Mage, I think that's one of the first times that you and I have, like, super hard agreed on something in a while. Oh, it's just baked into it. Honestly, Jam, Robokai, Justice would actually be peak. No, it's not, but Mage said that it's probably just gonna be slides. Here, I should change the category, but you know, the stream, how long is this dev stream gonna be? Oh, okay, that's fine. Honestly, not even that bad. One second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn the AC on. It's fucking hot. So if you hear any buzzing when I talk, that's why. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I ended up moving my son from the. He came out to the living room and just passed out because he's not feeling very good. So he's like switching between hot and cold, and he was half awake when I picked him up, and he was just like in that. It's like I call it a drunken stupor, but it's just more of to describe. He was like, okay. Like just the way he was talking and how he was answering. Yeah, delirious. Yeah, that's a better way. It was just really funny and it was adorable. And it just made me giggle. I was like, I get that. That's how I am for the first like hour I'm awake. It takes me like an hour and a half to be fully cognizant unless I'm oversleeping and tweaking. Like when I stream during the mornings, because of my insomnia, I go to bed super late, as in like 5-ish in the morning. But lately I've been going to bed at like 3 or 4. But I end up getting up before 10 is kind of a struggle because it's like less than 5 hours of sleep usually. Dude, I just said I have insomnia. It's like not super bad, but it's like not bad enough where I go days without sleeping. It's more so just it takes me forever to fall asleep. And then once I'm asleep, I sleep for a few hours and then I'm like up. I can't go back to sleep, but I'm exhausted. Like my eyes are burning, my head hurts. Like it feels like there was one time I had like actual heartburn from just being so sleep deprived. It was really fucking bad. So like I technically have medicine to help me sleep, but it's like a trank dart basically, where I feel delirious, like I feel drunk, like incoherent, I'm like not there, and I end up sleeping for like 13 hours when I take it. So if I take it, I have to take it at like 7 p.m. and pass out by 8 just so I can wake up at like 8 or 9 o'clock the next day. So like normally, because I don't stream on Tuesdays, I would probably take it Mondays, or I usually take it on Sundays if I'm not streaming, to be honest, because it's like the one day that because it's Sunday into Monday and I hadn't been streaming during the days, I could just sleep in. So you know, I cannot wait for Galleon to say Ara Ara all the time because I'm playing her. This week is going to be stressful in the sense that two characters, or a character in 2 different fighting games is coming out, or 2 characters are coming out in 2 different fighting games. I don't know which one makes the most sense, but there's a character in Strive coming out and a character in Grand Blue coming out in the same week, one day after each other. I think that's really funny because they're both like Arxis games, which I get Psy Games is in charge of Grand Blue, so I understand. But I just feel like it should have been one of those things where it's kind of like they should have pushed one back like a week or released one sooner. Right, yeah, blaming Arxis is funnier. It's more funny. So we'll just say Arxis, quit being a dum-dum, and you should have released Unica a week from now. Yeah, they do. Like, I get why Hoyoverse did it with Zenless to Wuthering Waves, because, you know, they're rival.
バージョン2.1アップデート直前番組アップデート直前番組
Oh, really? I guess I just hadn't paid to anyone else. And that's so weird, though, because then people are competing. Like, they're just competing with which one they want to release.
はい、株式会社サイゲームスグランブルファンタジーシリーズクリエイティブディレクターの福原哲也です。今日はよろしくお願いします。
If you guys couldn't hear him say that, he is the director for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Right, yeah, exactly. But, like, you know, for example, for me, the minority, the 1%ers, us, it's kind of like a bro moment.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。いぶし所属のとろろと申します。本日とても楽しみにしていましたので、みんなで楽しめたらと思います。本日はよろしくお願いします。
They're just doing introductions, obviously, so you don't need to worry too much about it.
こちらの方にもお越しいただいております。グラブルフェスのオフィシャルキャスト、ナルメア役やガレオン役でおなじみコスプレイヤーのミーコさんです。どうぞ。
こんにちは。
Yo, it's Galleon cosplayer.
今日はガレオンが参戦。
It should have been in Spanish, bro.
めちゃくちゃ楽しみに。
Take that up with Japan.
めちゃくちゃ楽しみに、はい、かみしめてきました。一緒によろしくお願いいたします。
Right? They're like, hold my beer.
いるな、二人。挟まれてますね、我々は。
いいな。
They're competing with themselves about their releases. Even though, again, French Bread is the developer and Arxis is just the publisher. Wait, really? Oh, that's funny.
2回目ではありますが、割と新鮮な顔ぶれというか。2回目なんですね。2回目ですね。なんかこういう雰囲気の。
あ、そうなんですか。
こういう雰囲気なのに2回目になります。
太郎さんの時が初回。
まあほぼ初回みたいなあの雰囲気が。
あの雰囲気が。
全部フーでなんとかしてくれたんで。
してたね。
今日もちょっと
緩かったですよね。
かなり緩めに作ってくれたんで、今日も皆さん困ったらフーって乗り切っていければなとはい思います。まあバーサスらしさも出てると思いますので、そして今年トロロさんは大会の場でまあちょくちょくね我々顔を
Look at all those acrylic stands.
そうですね。ちょいちょい合わせていただく機会が。はい。
まあ今回はタイミング的にもいい感じになりますか。
Mixed in with actual statues.
去年やってたワールドツアーでの決勝がまあアメリカであったんですけど、まあそこで見事トロロさんが優勝されたので、まあタイミング的にもぜひというところではいお呼びさせていただきました。
ありがとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
最強ってことです。
最強最強。
現状最強。
ありがとうございます。
最強が横に。
ミーコさんはそうですね。グラブルフェスでもう長年8年ぐらいですか。
そうですね。
2017からだから。最初からずっとご協力いただいてるんですけど、まあなんかそういえば格ゲーマーだったなと思って。
Oh, really? That's crazy.
あとたまになんか古戦場配信とか中尾さんとされてるの見て
They went from 6 days to, you know, within 24 hours.
中尾塾とか言ってちょっと教えてもらってるんですけど、全然仲良くないので。
仲良くない。
勘違いしないで。
大丈夫かな。
知り合いみたいです。
友達ではない。
友達になれたら嬉しい。
Honestly, close enough.
今日友達になれたら嬉しいなとはい思っておりますので。
はい。
大丈夫かこの放送。
厳しいな。
不安ですね。
トロロさんちょっとカバーお願いします。
ピリピリしてきた。
戦う？ここから格ゲーでみたいなね話もあると思うんですけど、まあ今日は改めてこの4人でいろいろとご紹介させていただければなと思います。ではまずですね、トロロさんの紹介をちょっとさせていただければと思います。ではこちらをどうぞ。はい、トロロさんはいぶし銀というプロチームの GBVS.R 部門に所属されておりまして、数々の大会で輝かしい成績を収めております。直近では皆さんの記憶にも新しい GBVS.R の世界大会アークワールドツアー2024で見事優勝されました。改めておめでとうございます。
おめでとう。
すごいな、優勝準優勝準優勝って出ておりましたが、
Yeah.
改めていかがでした？優勝を決めた時は。
ありがとうございます。そうですね。アークワールドツアーってもう1年間 世界を回る大会の
確かにね。
集大
Oh
成
no,
ですよね。
yeah. Don't worry, me too.
優勝した時はなんか感極まりすぎて。
Plus, I don't know much about
そうっすね。
fighting game character or players generally.
なんかこれはって。
確かに確かに。
世界で一番ってこと
世界で
ですよね。
一位です。しかもその時結構コメントでも、もうその SNS でもトロロさん応援のコメントがすごくて、応援と優勝おめでとう。
結構海外にもファンいらっしゃいます。なんかエボンの時もトロロコールが
トロロコール
なんかエボの壇上、
そうそうそう。
エボの壇上でみんなに呼ばれてて、この名前がなんかみんな呼んでくれてて、僕はあれで初めて知ったんですよ、彼らの存在を。
トロロファンボーイが
そこで初めて彼らの存在を知って、まあちょっと彼らのためにも頑張らないとという。
確かに。
もあるんで、
力にしてね。
グローバルに
そうですね、グローバルに
抱えてるトロロ選手ですが、これからも頑張っていただきたいと思います。
はい。
そしてトロロさんはご自身の YouTube チャンネルでも、バーサスだっていろいろ配信されているということですので、ぜひですね、上手くなりたいとかアドバイスもらいたいと思っている方いらっしゃいましたら、ぜひチャンネルに遊びに行っていただければと思います。はい、では続いてみーこさんのご紹介です。こちらです。どん。はい、みーこさん皆さんもご存知ではあると思いますが、グラブルフェスやグラブルエクストラフェスの
Based cosplays, guys. Based cosplay.
おりますコスプレイヤーさんです。その表現力の高さからグラブルではナルメヤ、ガレオン、アリーザ、アニラ、オロロジャイアなど複数の役柄も担当されてい
Yeah,
ます。
that's the official cosplay. Yeah.
作っていいのかっていうぐらいの量ですよね。
そうですね。まあでも結構歴が長いというか、前からいるというのも。
Don't worry, I'm sure I have an idea of what you're thinking.
たくさんの役をやられるのって結構大変じゃない
Yeah, that's how they introduced her too.
あと私はドラフしかやってないので。
Although I guess, yeah.
そう
Never
そう
mind.
なんですよ。
確かに。
頭が重いです。
Because they're just the best race in Grand Blue. Like, let's be real.
それこそね、ガレオンとか耳が4つついてますから。
なんだろうね、目がどうなってるんじゃっていう疑惑は一生秘密なんですよね。
I wanted to say something that would intentionally sound bad, but it's really not. But I'm not going to because, you know.
ゲームがね、お好きということで、配信もされて
Dude, you can't say the race that has Narmaya and Galleon and Anila in it and say it's not the best. Like, that's just a bad take.
あれですか？いろんなタイプあるじゃないですか。横に並ぶタイプとね、いろいろ。
横に並ぶ？
奥行きがあるタイプ。
あ、奥行きがあるタイプです。
なるほどなるほど。
はい。
じゃあ奥行きがある戦いを。
でやってました。私そのゲームハマったきっかけが実は格ゲーなので。
あ、そうなんですね。
そうなんですよ。格ゲー出身のちょっとね治安の悪いところから
今はね、それが想像できないぐらい綺麗になりました。いろんな人たちが
綺麗になった。私のことかと。
あ、違うですよ。もうね、本当に e スポーツってなってますからね。
いや、そう本当になんかそうね、昔から考えたら信じられないなと思います。
新しい風が向いてますんで、
はい。
まあ今日を通してね、改めて
そうですね。
はい、格ゲーに触れていただければと思います。
はい、
というわけで皆さん本日一緒に楽しんでいきましょう。お願いします。
お願いします。
はい、というわけで本日のお品書き見ていきましょう。こちらです。はい、まずは追加キャラクターガレオンの紹介。
I just care about the Galleon stuff, but
そしてバトル調整内容、ここはね、かなりプレイヤーは。
But I am willing to watch the rest for you guys.
一生それですけど楽しみですね。はい、そしてバトルパスパート8、そして最後にお知らせという内容でお届けしていきます。
はい、というところで、まずはなんですが、
Oh, they're cat people?
9日、10日ですかね、東京ビッグサイトで行われました、エボジャパン2025にて、ガレオンのトレーラーを公開させていただきました。ご覧になっていない方もいらっしゃるかもしれない。
Right, he's cool unless you're playing him. He's cringe in the game. They're just animal people in general. Yo, this is the best part of the stream already. Damn, she's neat. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Oh my god, dude, her fucking animations, bro. Nah, she's just got that MILF vibe, or that MILF look where she keeps her eyes closed. Dude, if she does, it's gonna be so bullshit. If that's the case, y'all better, you know, hit up that Ko-Fi and buy it for me. Yeah.
小さき命が力を合わせる姿は美しい。その様子、もっと詳しく見せてください。命が歩む大地を私が支えます。いずれ土へと戻るその日まで、あなた方を見守らせてください。地の底深くでお眠りなさい。
Right, honestly. You know, I've never been a big fan of Earthbenders, but Galleon changed my mind. She converted me. Okay, the MILFs did it first, okay? Just to clarify, guys, I was actually clapping, okay? Don't be so no sussy bakas and assuming I'm that degenerate.
はい、じゃあまずガレオンの概要的な紹介からですが、はい、ガレオンはいわゆる、投げキャラに近い性能になってまして、ガード不動の投げ技を多数持っています。多数でユニークな部分だと落石っていう設置技があるんですが、地面を揺らす特殊技で発動させたりなど、立ち回り面でちょっと特殊なことができるキャラクターになっています。
はあ、なるほど。トロロさんとしてはいかがですか、この文言を見てというか PV を見てというか。
ですね。まず投げキャラっていうのが意外性がすごくて、
そうですね。誰も想像できなかったんじゃないですか。
投げキャラとは思ってなくて、なんか投げキャラなんだ。しかも投げキャラプラス設置ができるキャラっていうのは今までのグラブル VS ではなかったんで、これちょっと楽しみですね。どういうキャラクターになるのかっていうのはかなり気になるんで、今日楽しみだなと思います。
ありがとうございます。結構ね、
He's just giving his opinions on
身構える文言ちょっと多かったりするんですけど。
そうですね。駒投げプラス設置なんで、一体どうなっちゃうんだ
っていうね。そうなんですよ。みーこさんいかがですか？
Which I figure is obvious.
聞いたときに、
でもなんかキャラクター的に結構こう近寄りたいタイプかなと思ってたんで、フェイトエピソードも含めて、近いっていう感じを連想したときに、まあ確かにと思ったかな。
さすがっす。
負けました。
近い方がなんかキャラっぽいなとは思いますね。
なるほど。そういうこと？
ガレオンほぼ動かないイメージというか、キャラクターなんで、本当は歩けないぐらいやると思ってたけど、さすがにそれはっていうところで、動きはちょっと遅めなんですけど、近寄ってちょっとの動きでなんかすごいことが起きるみたいなイメージから投げキャラに近いっていうスタイルになりましたね。
自分の考えは浅いんだなって思いましたね。
好きですか、ガレオンのこと？
好きとは言えないですね、この流れは。言えないですね。すいません。鋭い。普通になりました。
ツッコミが鋭い。
鋭いですよね、今日。
いや、そんなことないです。
トロさん優しかったのにな。まあね、結構この PV の段階でも我々ちょっとワクワクしてるところなんですけど、福原さん、いろいろね、この後もあるみたいなんですけど。
そうですね、性能の細かい情報っていうのは番組終了後に追加キャラクターあるたびに出てるキャラクターガイド PV っていうのが出ますんで、そちらをご確認ください。で生放送なんで、先駆けて実機で、大まかにですけどちょっとお見せできたらと思ってます。で画面の方見たい。
Wait, did they what?
さあ実機来ましたね。福原さんが実機でご紹介してくれますので、しばらくお待ちください。ちょっと準備をしておりますので。いや、いいですね。
いいですね。
動画にとガレオンが並んでもいいよね。
歩きはこんぐらいのスピード。
ゆっくりだ。
Do that walk though, holy.
なんかこう感慨深いですね。
確かに今まで
I know she's got them childbearing hips for real.
見たことないし、なんか私的にはこうずっとこのなんていうんですか、衣装とかキャラクターをじーっと見て、フェスとかやってるんで、
確かにそうか。
なんか動いてるのを見るとこう、あ、なるほど。
She's a pixie grappler. That's what I assumed she was gonna be.
ちょっと目線違うかもしれないですけど。
Like she would be like Manon or Shermie.
そうですね。
ダッシュすごくないですか？
滑って、
スライドしてます。
走るわけにはい
She just sticks them out there in the wind.
泥で滑る。これフェスでやってもらって大丈夫。
マジですか？
フェスでやってください。
どうやってやろうかな。セグウェイとかで。
特殊な技術を使って。
やりますよ、なんでも。
すごいな。
じゃあまあどうすかな。まあ通常技からちょっとマニアックかもしれないですけど。まあこれ遠距離弱。
あ、遠距離弱なんだ。
なるほど。
中はこれ。これは結構頼りがいがある。
長いですね。比較的長めですね。
It seems pretty decently sized.
嬉しいですね、やっぱり。
長いと嬉しい。
で遠距離強も
ま
あ長めですね。
いや、ポーズすごいね。
ポージングすごい。
最高じゃないですか。
これあれですね。フェスだという
ビンタが
近距離弱ですこれ。
おお、近距離弱。
はい、近距離によると弱中距離変わりますね。モーションが。
今日はこう。
岩が出て。
綺麗だな。光ってる。
ダッシュジャック。
ダッシュジャック。
泥をかけます。
泥を。
おお、痛そうな泥だ。
Well, she just flings her butt at him. That's crazy. The dash L animation pretty sick.
ダッシュ中は下段です。
下段なんですね。
下段なんですね。
しかもめちゃくちゃ姿勢いいな。
でダッシュ今日がちょっと特殊で。
はい。これ PV のこれなんだ。
確かに PV でありましたね。
ありましたね。
裏に回ってるやつ。
するとまあ拾えます。
I assume that's her dash heavy.
そう、決める前のモーション可愛いっすね。
どうだった？なんかこれ？
泥。
もうちょっと前。
これが可愛い。
泥になる前。
もうちょっと前。
泥になる前可愛いポーズでした。
Yo, good pause, good pause. Dude, you can basically see her ass cheek from the side. That's awesome. Me out here trying to be analytical. Well, try not to goon challenge impossible, guys. I'm sorry.
かっこいい。
すごい。
2パターンあるんですね。
素払いがまあ素払い。
And then her whoa.
いいっすよね。
3ヒットはいない。
Guys, I promise you I'm being respectful. I'm looking respectfully.
特殊がまあめくりに
なるほど。
今日は横はちょっと短いです。でアビリティなんですが、まずその特殊なやつ。
はい。
特殊技がこう激震っていう。
I do love my multi-hitting lows. Or my multi-hitting sweeps.
下段判定でダメージがないっていうものに。
あ、なるほど。
こかすだ。
はい。で貯めると一応全画面に射程に。
ああ、はいはいはい。危険な匂いは感じ
That's
ます。
full screen?
でこかしてどうなるかっていうとまあ。
Yo, let's go. Yo, guys, the grappler era is strong in this streamer.
対空投げがあるんで、それで拾うっていうのが、まあ石がない時とかはまあ基本になるかなっていうところです。
はいはい。石があったらじゃあ別のことできるんですね。
Arc, it's fine, I promise.
技でこうマーカーというかが出て。
Arc, it's fine, I promise.
で一応これ殴られても消えません。
消えないんだ。
消えないんだ。
で、
Okay, so she sets the circle. And then has to, like, if she puts it again, she gets the.
基本なんでしょうね。途切れなくこれをつけ続けて立ち回るのがまあ理想になるかなっていう。
したいっていう感じなんですね。
で重ねて出すとこうマーカーがでかくなって。
そういうことだったんだこれ。
岩もでかくなって。
でかっ。でかっ。
で中だとまあ一気に広がったりとか、強だと、まあ、 速いとか。
Oh, and then it's just different versions to make it bigger.
最大がまあこれ。
ああ、なるほど。めちゃくちゃでかいですね。
この分の岩が落ちてくる。
落ちてくるんじゃないですか。
うわ、でかっ。でかっ。
Oh shit! If she's close enough, she can dash H into a combo. That's sick.
かなり面白そうですね。
まあガードされると危ない。
なるほど。危険な香りが。
Oh, it's -23. That makes sense though. Wait, you can back off though.
なるほど。
Whoa, you can back up with that? I mean, I'm sure you can. You're just gonna get punished by it anyways, but still.
一つずつ。
はい。いいですか。
まず土の断りっていうのがあって、まあ、弱だとこう衝撃波を放ちます。中だと比較的に引き寄せる渦。まあ、ガードされて有利。
Yo, she has a vacuum.
まあ、出るのが
She got a suck.
で強だとこう腕が出て。
That's plus, by the way.
まあこれは主にコンボパーツに使うことになるんですけど。そうか。
Right? No, exactly. I was like, yeah. Even if you back, you're still gonna get punished. I'm sure.
で次が対空投げハランガンっていうんですけど、
ハランガン。
まあ上方向に飛びながら。
可愛いな。
ジャックだとまあジャック中強でちょっと距離が違ってて、まあジャックだとこんなもん。で強だと結構飛び。
結構いきますね。
長い。相手の飛び込みに結構まあプレッシャー与えられるかなっていうところです。
Finally, I can anti-air with the special. That just does it for me. They'll have to react to it though.
そうですね。
強そうですね。
スパンダ上で、まあ、ロックして追加ダメージ。
面白い。使わなかった時用に2射投げるし。
まあ遠くにいる時とか一応。
Right. And it's kind of like Versusia's DP, where it's just light, medium, heavy have different angles.
で落石はさっきやったか。で最後が最後じゃない。大地への回帰、これが駒投げですね。
Wait, I didn't see what special that was. Oh, you have to be right up there for it though. Right, yeah, no. Yeah, I use DP to anti-air with Maya when I do it. Usually, I always forget to 2H. So I just use like a light DP or a medium DP.
ただ通常ヒットの時は繋がらないように。
なるほど。
あれってな。
確かに。
しゃがみくらいの時は繋がります。
しゃがみくらいは繋がんだ。
強いですね。
あとは近況とか。繋がる。
近況からは繋がる。なるほど。中空中に繋がらないっていうわけじゃなくて、ただ単純にあれだ、8くらいだとリフィルムが足んないって話ですね。トロさんさっきから強いですね。しかも
強そうじゃない
すげえいいな。
So if she holds it, it's like a little bigger or something.
ワクワクしちゃうよな。
ワクワクですね。
でアルティメット出がちょっと早いですよ。
そう。こんな両手でローワインよ。
まああとはそうですね、ガードもジャンプとかでももちろんやれるので、
ここは読み合いというかいろいろありそうですね。攻略が。
でもう一個あって、もう一個が空中投げなんですけど、なんか PV でちょっと物議を醸し出してたんですけど、空中からこう。
すご
いよなこのモーションも。
挟んで。
これもかわいい。
これもスカルトだいぶ好きな。
かわいい。
めちゃくちゃ星売ってません？
お尻が手をぶつけてる。
Yo, should have been me.
そうだけど。
もっと食らってほしいですね。
当てた時も見た目すごいですけど。
当てた時もやばい。
もう一回幸せな投げを。
It should have been me. I'm gonna Photoshop. Okay.
挟んでると思ってます。
I'm gonna do that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my face on the character that she's grabbing.
その暗いモーションで姿勢がちょっと違うんで。
あ、これは
女の子。
Right? That's what I'm saying, bro. And just be like, it should have been me. You know, people can't react to that. I choose to not react. We are not the same.
なんでローワインは挟まない？
まあローワインはそこはちょっと一応。
挟んでます。
ローワインはちょっと。
ローワインだけで。
大変なことに。
大変なことになってますねこれ。
この重量を桃だけで振り回せますか？
やはり。
今日だと
Right?
あ、
遠目からでも。
本当だ。
すごいぐるぐる。
That's funny.
よりぐるぐるするんですね。
当てるの多分結構難しい方だと思うんですけど、
はいはい。
まあただ意識外から突然出すと結構当たるかなという技になってるんで。
確かにそれこそさっきの石をね、設置されてたりするとなんか動けない。
Once they go over the galleon stuff, I'm probably gonna call it a
バ
night.
リエーションとして覚えておくといいかもしれないですね。
面白い技ですね。
頑張ってジャンプすれば避けれるみたいな感じ。
そうですね。ちょっとそのどう攻略され
And I'll just let Mage tell me if there's any what the costume is for.
が2つありまして、
はい。奥義が2つ。
仰ぎゲージ。まず投げ版。
I love that animation, bro. It is peak.
相当ガレオンファンから
本編奥義。なんか上を舐めてるんですね。
上唇そうですね。もう一回見るか。
上なんだ。
上なんだ。全然。
もう一個が飛び道具。
飛び道具。
Oh, so you can just do it when you're far away too? Shit.
違う使い方というか。
Oh my god, that shit's crazy. Wait, can you not combo off of it? Oh, unfortunate.
どっちの方がいいんですか？状況によって使い分ける。
状況そう。
なんかおしゃれなことになりそうな
Oh.
なるほどね。
あるんだ。
まあなんかいろいろあります。
Oh, okay. See, I don't know much, if anything, about Ladiva, so I didn't. You know, I'm sure I've seen it. I just didn't recognize it.
じゃあ打ちまくれる。
そうですね。そのアルティメットアビリティだって打つんですけど、彼の場合はなんか奥義に回した方がいいとかもあるかもしれないですね。
なるほど。
で落石があるときはまあ中央だとあれこうか不思議で。
主教なんだ。そう。弱設置だとなんかあれなんですね。難しい場面もあるんですね。
岩の大きさもあるから。
でっか。
あららら。
おしゃれだな。
Yo.
すごいですだ。
Oh, galleon. They're bigger. Everything she does is bigger than Keg. Her thickness, her rocks, her personalities, her ara, everything bigger and better.
これトレモがね相当面白そうです。
あとあれか解放儀。
はい。
もありまして、解放奥義も駒投げです。
I don't know. For some reason, I'm really craving a glass of milk right now, guys. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. That was fucking cringe. Yo, eh? Nani? Nande kore?
っていいですか？なるほど。出張もう一回見たいな。
Do it again, one more time.
もうやめときましょう。
さすがに危ない。あれ見た？みんな見ました？ちゃんと大丈夫そうですか？見た？目に焼き付いた。
Yeah, but slide head.
トイレ行ってた人もいたんじゃないですか？
まあアーカイブでね。
アーカイブではい。
Yes. And you know what? I'm using it. No, I'm kidding. I actually like this. You know, I'm not even a complete degenerate. I don't like using nude models. I like the hip slit in the outfit. I think that's so fucking hot. Yo, it covers the boobs. You know, I'm sorry. If a fucking actual female, like, female streamer can just green screen her ass to play Fortnite, where the camera is just on her fucking ass, but it's green screened into Fortnite and not get banned, having a... But you know what? Not only am I a VTuber, I'm a male VTuber. I am like the most discriminated. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. People cringe about VTubers in general, and then they hear a male VTuber and they're like, what the fuck? That's like even worse. They're treated as second-class citizens, I swear to God. Sometimes. You have to be like a big male VTuber. Otherwise, nobody wants to watch a male VTuber. Or not many people do, rather. And if you do, you're based, and you should like, comment, and subscribe. I really am. Guys, feel bad for me. I am truly an oppressed person as a male VTuber in 2025, streaming on the internet. Guys, since I'm dual streaming onto YouTube, there's gonna be a VOD. This is a fucking joke. If anyone tries to use this against me, you're a fucking idiot. You should feel bad, and you should lock yourself back in the fucking closet and keep jerking off to fucking anime tits.
その近距離が強くて、逆に飛び道具とかはどうなんだろうって僕は思ってたんですけど、実際に見てみるとちゃんと飛び道具もあるし。
Don't worry, I'll download the VOD too, just in case.
戦えそうで、かつ近づけたら、落石を絡めた攻めが展開できそうなんで、ちょっと面白そうだなって、思いました。
ありがとうございます。みゆこさんいかがでした？いやもう。ちょっと言葉にならない気になって解放気になってでもなんかすごい強いんじゃないかと勝手に思ってしまいますけど、結構なんか面白い技
Her outfit is really cute though.
強そうっていう感じ。なんか投げって言われたらそれこそね橋場さんみたいにこうガッと投げが主軸っていう感じのイメージだったけど、なんかね本当コモで近づいていったりとかもあったし。For sure. テクニカル系なんですか？難しいですか？どっちだろうと思ってます。
いや意外と、まあ、最初その激震揺らすやつと落石をちょっと多分こんがらがるような時もあるかなと思うんですけど、そこが慣れてくると言うほど難しいキャラではないかなとは僕は思ってるんですけど。
Hey, it used to be a joke. It used to be a bit for me. Ark probably remembers that. Mage might have been there for that. It really is. But I've grown as a person. I'm also okay with magenta or purple. Or whatever the fuck Kafka's hair is.
まあ今日直線ということでやってますけど、まあ明日そうですねガレオン、まあ原作でもすごい人気キャラです。
Probably more of a magenta.
たくさんの人に触ってみてもらって、で結構そのなんだろう、投げキャラっていうとちょっととっつきづらい印象とかあるかなと思うんですけど、結構のでなんか投げキャラに
It
近い表
depends.
現を
White hair depends.
結構面白い、手触りが面白いキャラになってるかなと思うんで、ぜひチャレンジして
Burgundy? Okay. So I was
あり
right.
がとうございます。そうそして福原さんまだまだ紹介がある
Think.
と
I
いう
don't
こ
even
とで
remember what the
お願
fuck
い
I
しても
said.
いい
I'm
です
so
か。
tired.
でガレオンですね、追加セットについてご紹介させていただきます。
はい。
はい。でガレオン追加キャラクターセットは、キャラクターの使用権、プレミアムアバター、バッジ、バトルキット、デジタルフィギュアが付属した内容になっています。さらに、プレイステーション
'cause you're a
版では
based
原作グランブル
individual.
ファンタジーのコードとして、ガレオンの EX ポーズとスタンプが付属します。
いいな。
スタンプかわいい。
EX ポーズもいいですね。スタンプも可愛いし。
書いてある。
助力。救援入った時に。
あ、確かに。
救援入った時に押してください。これ。
そのスタンプ原作の方で使用できるものなんで、これぜひ見せびらかすとかで活用してもらいたいはい思います。今回からいつもこれまでだいたいついてたガチャチ系ではなくなってるんで、そちらご注意ください。イラストはとてもいいんで、これはマイページで楽しんでもらえたらとはい思います。
使いどころも多そうっていう。いいですねこれ。ありがてえ。まあ結構ね我々そのスマホの方でやってたりするんで、救援入ったら押しますね。
私に言ってるんですか。あ、はい。
冷たいな。あれちょっと冷たい。一旦冷たいか。
グラブルの中のね。
そうです。
そんなに遊んでないですよね。
あ、そうですね。補選場の時だけ。
補選場の時だけです。
I think they were just showing what all comes with the DLC when you get it. That's all they were doing.
続いてはバージョン 2.1 アップデート内容紹介。
Oh, okay, yeah.
はい、今回のアップデートでもいろいろな要素が追加されるとのことで、改めて
Hey, I'll use it.
ご紹介をお願いできればと思います。よろしくお願いします。
はい、じゃあ今回もいくつか何かが便利になるような機能追加を行います。でそちらをご紹介します。まずはこちらです。トレーニングモードに確定反撃トレーニングなるものが追加となります。
なんだって？
これは
Oh wow, they're teaching you how to play against characters. Strive has something like this, but it's almost useless.
ここで確定反撃取れますよみたいなのを教えてくれる。
It's very surface level, and it.
で例えば今この映ってる画面だと
In Strive, it's helpful when you're learning, but it's very surface level. Right, exactly. It's very surface level, so I will probably get value out of it because I don't know much about counterplay for against most, if any, characters. So I will find value in it, but oh really? Well, that's good then. Like, Strives isn't horrible, but it's, characters do so much more than what they tell you. Like, it helped me when I did it for the few characters that I did it for, but those situations and the stuff that they tell you about, it's like, RCs make it so hard to actually...
もう展開が早すぎて何の後に
Well, that's good.
わからないですから。
そうですね。それこのゲーム一本でね収まるっていうのは
すごいですね。
すごいありがたいことだと思うので、
こんなの。
ぜひですね初心者の方には活用していただければと思いますね。みーこさんもぜひね。
はいします。
はい。そうですよね。
でも本当にいいですね。
いやこれを
録画するのって結構面倒くさいっていうか難しかったりするじゃないですか。あと状況もねあると思うので、あとなんかとっさに出された時はやっぱり難しいから。確かに。めちゃくちゃいいですね。
なんかねいろいろと対策もこれでできると思いますので、ぜひですね。まあトロさんも結構ねコーチングだったりいろいろされてると思うんですけど、これはかなり。
そうですね。なんかこの技の対策ってどうすればいいですかとか、やっぱ聞かれることってあるんで。じゃあもうここに書いてあるよとか言えるんで、それはすごい便利ですし、なんか聞かなくてももしかしたらもうここを見ればこの技って確定なんだって知れるじゃないですか。確かに。なんか知れるきっかけになるのもいいなって思いましたね。
難 しいですもんね。覚醒するって何っていう話ですからね。しかもガードできないんだっていうところからやっぱり。
確かに。そうっすよね。
そう、格反って通用しないですからね。よく格ゲーマーあるあるで格ゲーマー用語でね喋っちゃったりすると、これは格反じゃんとかって。格反って何ですか。
確かにそこの話からになりますけど。
そうですよ。すごい初心者に優しい、素晴らしいです。
ありがたいシステムだと思います。
特に前回のサンダルフォンであるとか、今回そのガレオン追加を機にライジングちょっと触ってみようみたいな方がいたら、ちょっと一通り目通してもらえると、なんか上達の助けになるかなと思うんで、はい、ぜひちょっとチェックしてみてください。
ありがとうございます。まず一つ目のご紹介というところから。
Yeah, so honestly, I'm gonna go to bed. I feel bad cutting it off, but I trust Mage will probably be watching this, and we'll just post the cliff notes in the Discord. And I will be up, and I will try to be streaming between 10:30 and 11 to try out Unica. It'll probably be a relatively shorter stream, just because, you know, I don't normally stream, but I'll be for sure streaming tomorrow night to do more messing around and open up a lobby or something. So, alright, let me just do this for now. Alright, good night everybody. Like I said, I'll be live tomorrow at 10:30, between 10:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. CST. So, alright, good night everybody.